Hey everybody, it is February 17th, 2025. My name is Penny Toner, and welcome to our call, Ordinary People Creating Extraordinary Lives. And you're going to see how that can happen for you. Amazing opportunity. Our host is Ricia Adair. Ricia and I have been friends since probably 2000. Ricia is extraordinary. She's has 25 years plus experience in marketing, and she's here to help share that with all of us. Last year, she only started her business in April, but she's already power ranked number 6 in all of Canada. We're so proud of her. She's just extraordinary, and you're going to see why in a minute. So please help me welcome my friend, Ricia Adair. Are you
Thank you,
there?
Miss Penny. You and I go way, way back, and
We
it's
do.
to reconnect with you in this amazing opportunity. Let's get the show under the road. We've got some great information to share with you tonight. Bring up my slides and move the taskbar out of the way. And there we go. All right. Again, my name is Ricia Adair. I'm a Canadian. I live in beautiful Manzanillo, Mexico. My husband and I bought this dream home here in July of 2023. We moved in several months later, celebrating that we're going to live the dream, only to find out that, oh my goodness, this house has been unoccupied for the last several months. And guess what happens when you have an unoccupied house in the tropics? It's called quick deterioration, pool algae, broken down pool pumps, broken doorknobs, cement fading away. It was really something to come on to this place. And we were expecting our winter guests, as we have a villa on the bottom level, Villa Jenny, and a villa just above it, Villa Rosa Maria. And we've got people coming, so we had to hustle, get the place going. So every little nickel that we had from our savings disappeared so fast into repairs on the building. And then the other thing happened. I had 60 plus birthdays in my life, and that became a bit of a dilemma for me because I had the midlife crisis, the muffin top, as ladies like to call it. And no matter how many times I walked that beautiful beach, it's about 9 miles on the Bay of Santiago, or swam in that gorgeous ocean. And I'm going to just position my little arrow right there. That's our house right there. You can see it overlooking the bay. Or up and down the stairs, I still stayed heavy. So I had a rough year. The first year was pretty rough. I was really sick a lot because I was very stressed out. I had shingles that wouldn't go away. I had bronchial infections. I had bladder infections, a couple of dog bites. It was really a rough year for our first year, supposed to be living the dream. So I went to see the doctor in the clinic, and he said, "You have a serious case of FFB." And I said, "Doctor, what could that possibly be?" He said, "You are fat, frumpy, and broke." And I went, "Oh my God, this is a dilemma for me." And then along came that day, April 22nd, 2024, that Chris and Joni Bod, dear friends of mine, that phone call that changed my life. And they basically said, "Ricia, you got to know about these drops." So I think they may have seen the odd Facebook post about how big and fat I got. So that's probably what reached them out to me. Or they also know too, somewhere along the lines, that they found out how broke we became living in this beautiful dream home. So I really wanted the drops, but the first response in my trigger mind was, "You don't have any money for this. You can't even afford it." And I decided I'm going to stop my massages because I had a head-on collision. So I was working on getting my body built back. I stopped doing the massages, and I took that money and I bought 2 boxes. So with this 2 boxes, this is what I started to do. I did just like Joni said. I started posting on Facebook, sharing the many, many, many testimonials of so many people whose lives had also been changed by the drops. And lo and behold, people started to comment on my posts because I found out that I wasn't alone. There was a lot of people out there that were looking for answers to better health, to weight loss, and to some financial freedom, because we're all getting into that trouble together. So I'm going to speed forward here. I've now been in the company 10 months, But in about my 7th month, we realized a goal that was very important to me, and they delivered my brand new fridge, which I'm so excited about, this jumbo super wide fridge. The old fridge just froze everything in there. I threw so much food away. My maid in the middle picture, she's celebrating with me the new fridge. So yes, I now have a maid. I have a pool guy, I have a gardener. I couldn't have that before, obviously. I recently brought in a paint crew who put in beautiful Mexican colors all over my white palette of a house here. I was really excited about that. And we just recently built a pergola on the bottom level on the garden deck. And just for your information, many of you may know this already, that when you build in the tropics, you have to choose woods that are high resistant, very dense woods, so the termites can't eat them and they don't get spoiled by the solar rays and so on. So we chose woods that were quite exotic. They came from other parts of Mexico, and you're looking at a $5,000 structure. Thanks to PartnerCo, I was able to pay cash. And then we celebrated and got Mike a brand new motorcycle. Oh my God, this guy's so happy because he's had a motorcycle all his life up until we came into Mexico. So now he has a motorcycle, he can scoot around. And then on Christmas Eve, Santa, for the next few days, brought us several small earthquakes, which caused our pool to fail. And the thing about that was we were having guests check in on January 2nd, and I had to make that inevitable phone call to say, hey, guess what? On this beautiful vacation that you're coming to, the pool isn't there. The pool's not working. So again, thanks to PartnerCo, we were able to pay $10,000 cash for the pool repair. There we are celebrating our new pool celebration party on January 14th. I just want to say this. I don't want to impress you, but rather impress upon you that if we didn't have the PartnerCo income, our business would have shut down. We would have never been able to build that pergola because the old one was falling apart. It was dangerous. We would have never been able to rebuild the pool. We would have lost the complete season. So this business gave me an opportunity not only to get super, super healthy along the path, but also to be able to sustain our life and do trips and everything else, speak about trips. I just discovered that I had earned a trip to Punta Cana. In fact, I earned enough points so that I qualified for 3 trips in total. And I owe it to these guys, Darren Zobrist and John Wadsworth. John had spent his life in network marketing with a company selling Tahitian noni product. Darren Zobrist is a multimillionaire after building up his net worth with Goldman Sachs on Wall Street. These two fellows saw a need for 5 or so different companies that were not seized, but purchased by a corporate conglomerate that was making a lot of decisions that were not in best interest of the field. And also in times of COVID, things started to go south. These guys saw an amazing amount of stellar products that these companies individually had. They put their shekels together and they came with a company called PartnerCo because we're partnering and we're simply better together. In the last 10 months, I've learned a lot about hormonal imbalance. I was suffering from about 5 or 6 of these circles, and I want to invite you to mentally check off which ones affect you: mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings. I couldn't resist sugars. I was so addicted to desserts and sugars and ice cream. Hot flashes, acne, insomnia, tiredness, fatigue, weight gain. So most people would look at this list and tick off 3 to 5, some as many as 5 to 7. Well, we have the products that can help you be in better health. Products that will balance your hormones, healthy weight loss, increased energy. There's a lot of athletes that love our products for better performance, stress support, energy drinks to improve your immunity system, reduce inflammation, nutritious, collagen, better sleep, and your gut health. And together, the various products in their different classifications will touch on multi-billion-dollar industries. It was very important to the founders of our company that we had clean ingredients in our products created by doctors backed by science. Let's talk about our scientific council here, headed by Dr. Ray Strand, our Chief Medical Officer, along with Dr. Pina, bottom right, and Brett West, and several others on the scientific team. They oversee 215 plus published clinical studies, 1,040 annual quality tests. Dr. Crystal Vance is our Wellness Council president. Kristen White, a true athlete. She's a gym, she's a coach. She's on our athletic council. Brett West is a senior foremost advisor on the Tahitian noni. We have a lot of science backing our products, but what really excited me in addition to that was the fact that we are a global company doing business in 50 countries. So here I am, Canadian, sitting at a desk in my office, and they hadn't cut off my internet yet. So that meant I could do the business, right? And I was able to connect with my Canadian friends, my American friends, some in Europe. And it's as transparent as this. Somebody sees your Facebook post, they're in Australia. As a matter of fact, Anita just told me today that someone from Australia bought a 4-pack, saw her post on Facebook, and it's that simple. You don't need an Australian license, an Australian tax number, anything like that. You simply send them a link from your website. The customer makes their purchase, and that office will fulfill the order, and next Friday you get paid. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lucim is a line, specifically the Skincerity roll-on. It's a great skin mask. I understand it's the only breathable skin mask in the world. It was created by a team of dermatologists targeted towards skin with issues. I want you to have a look here at Marlene's legs. She was suffering with a great skin condition that was causing her a lot of pain. After using the roll-on just for a short period of time, her legs returned to beautiful and normal. Noni collagen is one of my favorite products. Again, we need to think about putting collagen in our body, protecting our skin. My father-in-law was just recently here. He fell, had a bad gash in his leg, and the doctor at the hospital had to try and sew back paper-thin skin. So we need to think about that and protect our skin now. The Tahitian noni is the best noni product in the world. The noni is the most efficacious fruit in the world. It's a product that will promote your overall health and wellness. It supports a healthy immune system. It boosts your energy and endurance. And if you want to be more mobile and agile, I definitely encourage you to have this for joint health. It supports a healthy cardiovascular system. I just got back my CAT scans from Puerto Vallarta with a clean bill of health saying I had a good, healthy heart thanks to my noni. Helps fight harmful free radicals and protects against oxidative damage. Powerful adaptogens supported balanced stress response. Overall, the noni just looks after your entire body. A very, very important product in our catalog. The Nutrify line is a line of nutritions created by doctors. Probiotics, in my opinion, it's the best of the best. We even have our own patented packaging, so the product doesn't have to stay in the refrigerator, so it's great for traveling. It's got billions of strains, probiotic, prebiotic, the omega Q, great for your brain, for your heart, amplify for clarity, for brain focus, as well as for energy, the optimal M's and B's for every part of your body, including your lungs. And recently, well, no, I won't say recently, I'm going to say 5 years ago, cancer snuck its way into my left lung. And you don't think about how precious your lungs are to you until you're met with some kind of serious issue. So why not take a supplement to look after your lungs? It's one of the most important systems in your entire body. Vinali, our most successful, highest selling product in China. It's intended for saggy skin. It's got high pure vitamin C content. A lot of people take it if they're feeling a little under the weather, that tickle in your throat. Up your dose of Vinali along with MOA and Noni, and you're going to kick the bugger goodbye kind of thing. A lot of people also say that they don't have any allergy symptoms since they've been taking Vinali. I want to talk a bit about MOA. It was the product that I got on my second payday because I suffered from owies in my fingers, my toes, my lower back. And a friend of mine recently, he says, you need to have MOA for inflammation. It's got 36 superfoods, many of them coming from the tropics, some very expensive, including some mushrooms, lion's mane, and so on. And this product is definitely going to help with all things inflammation. You can see in these pictures the difference in these people. And I noticed in 3 weeks that my pain was reduced by about 65%. And in 6 weeks, my pain was completely gone. And I'm a girl that lives in beach flip-flops here. So I'm super proud of my MOA, and that's the first thing that goes into my body in the morning. Sugar stuff, I sure had that yesterday when I went to a fabulous pool party at my friend's house. The Drops is a great weight loss program. We're going to hear about it in a minute. But if you want to go to a party and have a little bit of a cheat, You can take your sugar stop and it's going to do a great job at blocking a good percentage of the sugars and carbs from entering into your bloodstream. The Slenderies, again, this is my breakfast, the Pure Nourish. It's vanilla flavored. It's got 18 grams of vegetable protein loaded with prebiotic, probiotic. It's got lots of minerals and vitamins. I love the chocolate flavor, so I put the cocoa into my shake. The cocoa is also a great enhancer for my coffee. Giving Greens, one little scoop gives you 2 pounds of efficacious vegetables. I see the drops peeking around the corner, but I want to tell you first about our Fountain of Youth in a box. It's called Renew. Renew is the only product of its kind in the world. There are 2 international patents on this product. It helps combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality. It's the only product that I know of in the world that teaches your body how to create the pathways to create more HGH, human growth hormone. So it's going to promote a deeper, more restorative sleep. Let me repeat, you sleep so well. Deep REM sleep. The Renew is the best, the best sleep ever. Increase libido, stamina, and pleasure. Reduce body fat and increases lean muscle. So when it works with the drops, it's a great marriage. Promotes youthful, healthy looking skin and hair. My friend Deb Day yesterday, he said he couldn't get over. He said, you're glowing. You're just beaming. You look like you're 30 years younger. And that's how I feel as well. We're aging backwards. Improve mood and energy and improve cell regeneration. Let's talk about the drops. This is our gateway product. We all love the drops. It is all about balancing your hormones because when we get to that age of 30 or so, our hormones start playing the circus act on us. They're natural, safe, and effective, stimulant and hormone free. They've been on the market for over 12 years, and well over 1 million bottles have been sold, created by doctors, lots of science behind them, and you will drop twice the weight as diet alone. It's going to help curb hunger and control your appetite. You're going to get a signal to the brain that says, stop eating now, and you stop eating. So you don't need as much food. What I want to celebrate is that I have not had white sugar since I started this program because it completely eliminated my sugar cravings. Gone is my sugar addiction. I'm so happy about that. Helps balance hormones, including insulin, ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol. It's going to stimulate your metabolism, so it's going to increase your energy, helping you feel younger. It gives you that energy to get off the couch and do some exercise, helps you stay motivated, and certainly helps with stress and stabilizing your mood. Clinically proven to support your thyroid, maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Many of my clients say in the first 2-3 days how they don't feel that brain fog anymore. Enhances your memory, and you're going to lose weight in your entire body. I call it my magic drops. You're going to marry it up with this approved food list, which was created by a doctor specifically for diabetes patients. You're not going to go hungry, folks. There's so much on this list. There's all kinds of animal-based proteins, plant-based proteins, vegetables, some fruits. You're loaded. Tonight, we had a beautiful dinner of quinoa, chicken, salad, and broccoli. It was a beautiful dinner. And we didn't go hungry. My husband was very satisfied. This is not a fad or a diet, it's a lifestyle. It's all about clean eating. Drink your water, get some exercise, and just wait for the results. My friend Jane, in 8 weeks, celebrates losing 32 pounds and completely transitioning her body. Alan lost a basketball. And guys, you have hormones too, right? Our favorite Dr. Crystal, she lost an entire person, 162 pounds. That was several years ago. And Dr. Crystal looks just like she is on that right as she lost it many years ago. This is before I had one drop in my mouth. I want to bring to your attention, and I feel kind of shy about sporting spandex on the internet in front of you today. But take a look at my bra line, my hips, my waist on the top right, and then focus below 13 days later, the transition in this body. I couldn't believe it. It's the easiest weight loss program I've ever done, sticking to clean eating, drinking the water, some exercise, and doing my drops. The complete transition is here in front of you, and I'm a little embarrassed, but I go look at that person on the left and I go, who's that fat lady and how's she get in front of my computer? When that picture came to me just a couple of weeks ago, I went, Mike, put your turquoise shirt on. Let's get down to the pool level and do a pose because we need a before and after picture for sure on this one. Tracy from West Virginia, looking beautiful. Athletes love our products. They gain better performance. Katie, in 30 days, I recently saw a picture and she's reduced even more. James, 47 pounds in 4 months. Julie was a lot more than just weight loss. Our friend Julie Park was very, very sick, and the drops have helped her have a life again and plus lose a lot of weight. Look at how much younger she looks, too. April from Oklahoma looks so great. Kevin from North Carolina. The Hooblers have 5 children. Josh has a physiotherapy clinic. Being a medical professional, he tore this product apart, looked at all the science behind it, was convinced it was a product that he wanted to recommend to his clients. And these two are senior officers with our company. They got there in something like 4 short months. A senior officer position really means a weekly check with a comma. So we celebrate their success. Sheila Pelletier, oh my goodness, her body got destroyed when she had cancer with radiation as well as chemotherapy. The drops brought her back to life. She was a very sick person. She said goodbye to 25 pounds and she's so grateful to have her life again. Chris Bailey was suffering from Lyme disease and couldn't find any kind of help anywhere that could help him until he found the drops. Selena Kirby, her numbers say everything, her A1C numbers, her BP numbers, and she's lost a whole bunch of weight, super happier, and everyone just looks so much younger. Ashley celebrates that she no longer has the night sweats, those anxiety moments, and the hot flashes. Do you know there's 1 billion women going into menopause this year? There's a lot of people that we can reach out to help. Ashley also lost 15 pounds, and her husband Reese was able to kick his Dr. Pepper habit, his box of Oreo cookies, and lost 65 pounds. Our beautiful co-host, Penny Toner. I just said to her tonight, I said, Penny, you don't even look anywhere like that girl in the pink shorts anymore. In 2 months, she went from being very, very unhealthy because of a certain condition and a few operations that made her even worse. And now she's well on her way to being well. And we're so happy because I love her dearly. Jerry is the husband of our special guest speaker tonight. He lost 12 pounds. He looks so much slimmer. He commented recently when he was a guest on our call that he noticed that he no longer has to hold his hand with the shakes to get the soup spoon up to his mouth. And I said that to my husband, and Mike says, you know what? I don't shake anymore either, because Mike really had the bad shakes. So, coincidence, whatever you call it, but both of these guys have been droppers and they no longer get the shakes. And this is pretty exciting because launching tomorrow is a brand new product from our labs, Ab Vantage. So the drops are going to promote overall weight loss, while Ab Vantage accelerates the loss of harmful visceral fat around your waist and hips. As said Dr. Strand, our chief medical officer, weight gain around our middle is associated with an increased risk for high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, heart disease, and diabetes. The medical community is now referring to visceral fat as killer fat. So the advantages of Advantage increases calories burned by 10 times so you can get leaner faster, helps reduce that stubborn visceral fat to slim waist and hips, helps increase metabolism so you burn more calories, activates fat burning cells in your brown adipose tissue, and helps prevent weight regain following weight loss. So this is really exciting because it's going to, again, help you burn calories 10 times faster, and it is available tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So I recommend everybody be ready to launch your computers at 9:59 a.m. Mountain and synchronize your clocks so you can jump into your back office and order your Advantage, because I'm sure we're going to sell out very quickly. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring forward our testimonials. Rachel Kemp is here with us on the line, and I want to just bring to your attention 202 pounds to 170 pounds. Wow. I'm just so impressed, so impressed, so impressed. Rachel, we're dying to hear your story. Unmute your line and come forward, please.
Hi, Ricia. Thank you so much.
You look so
Um,
young, much younger than the lady on the left of that picture.
I know, and I'm now down to 160. So,
Wow. Wow. Fabulous. So, how did you get introduced to the drops? Tell me your story.
I was 12 months postpartum with my second baby, and Barb, who's on the call, is a friend of mine, and I saw her posting some stuff about the drops, but I wasn't really paying attention to it and thinking, oh no, I don't know yet. But I had been trying to lose this baby weight for 6 months on my own. I've always been able to lose weight with a healthy diet, high protein, macro. I love to exercise. But like I just, something was not right. So I said, okay, I'm going to have to try these drops. Man, in 2 weeks, 12 pounds like melted off my midsection. Yeah, it was so exciting. I had everyone around me saying, what are you doing? I want that. What are you doing? I want that. So I kind of like fell right into the business in a way that like everyone just kept wanting to buy right away. But
Absolutely.
it's been fun. It's been amazing. It started as a weight loss journey for myself, but it has truly become a health journey. I've lost almost this amount of weight before, but I had so much inflammation in my body. I had to see a chiropractor every other week. I just my face was much larger than it is now. So I'm excited. It gives me so much energy. I have 3 children and 2 businesses, and like I'm just very busy. Sleep amazing at night, the energy, it's changed my life. So I'm so thankful to share them in my testimonial with everyone else.
Wow. Thank you, Rachel. So, by any chance, do you use the Renew product?
Yes, I love the Renew product. I say that's my second favorite product, but there's so many favorites. But I believe I went on the drops, and then I quickly started using Renew, thanks to my anti-aging right here, right? I keep wanting to look younger. Not wanting to, I just it keeps happening. And then my other favorite product is Restorix. I know you didn't mention it tonight, but it's a heavy metal detox. And it truly, I feel like it helped me with my weight loss and flushing out my toxins.
Fabulous. That's another great product as well, too. I have to smuggle it into Mexico because it's not available for me here. So if anyone comes to see me, please bring me some Restorix, okay? Rachel, thank you so much for your testimonial. And I know it's late for you. You stayed up past your bedtime. So thank you so much for being
Thank
here and
you.
joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. What a great story. So again, take a look, and she's lost even more weight. We have to get an updated picture there, Rachel, for sure. Now comes from Parkton, Maryland, my beautiful lady friend, Barbara MacKubin. Wow, look at the difference in her body from the far right and the transition you see as she's gone from starting the program to 6 weeks to 14 weeks. Barbara, I'm so excited that you're back sharing with us today. Come on board,
Thank you.
Barbara.
Thank you so much for inviting me to share my testimony. I really love sharing what worked for me. I was a little bit different. I didn't see anybody's post on social media. My answer to our introduction to these drops were from an answer to my prayer, actually. In April of last year, I got very desperate because my A1C was a little high, pre-diabetic. My triglycerides were high, cholesterol was high, and I was 50 pounds overweight. So I was working at a doctor's office, and a couple people there talked me, shared a little bit about the Ozempic and semaglutide shots. And I said, well, and, they were having success. And I said, well, normally I'm more homeopathic, more natural, but they lost 40 pounds and I wanted to lose 50 pounds. I was desperate. So I went to a, recommended physician and did one of the shots, and my body rebuked it immediately. I had inflammation in the stomach. I had chronic fatigue for 6 days, and I was supposed to have another shot. And I was really nervous because I nearly drove off the road, at the end of the day because I was so tired. So I said, hey, God, what do you have? The next day, I got a phone call from my dear friend, Hilda. And she and I have been friends for about 5 years. She's homeopathic, she's an acupuncturist. And she says, how are you guys doing? How's your health doing? And I said, well, just like I had shared with you, the A1C, 50 pounds overweight. The cholesterol was high. I said, I'm not doing well with my health, and I had the shot. She goes, well, I think I found something for you. I'd like to introduce you to hear a little bit more. She introduced me to these beautiful Susan Frank and Susan Cameron. I mean, I couldn't have been more thrilled for an answer to my prayer, right? So I listened to the information, much like a lot of you here, and I got on the drops right away. And not only did I hear them fully and knew that this was an answer to my prayer, I decided to go ahead and get to top pay right away. I bought 30 boxes, got the drops into my body, and started posting on social media right away. I was blown away at the response. I went through 30 boxes in a week, had to order another 30 boxes. In 1 week, I dropped 6 pounds. In the next week, I enrolled 4 people. And in 17 days, I released 9 pounds and earned $9,000 because I was selling so many drops. And my team was growing from day one. I mean, it was like off the charts. And now, just in 9 months, I'm one of the top 100 world rankers. I'm number 86, and I'm number 44 in the United States, 45 in Northern America. And I said, how did that happen? A little country girl just sharing her drops, sharing her journey on social media. But what is remarkable is I had suffered for 30 years of chronic inflammation, and I have now complete restored health. I don't have inflammation anymore. I can walk now. I don't have discomfort all over my body. Some of my favorite products on top of the drops are the Renew and the Elite. I do love the Pure Nourish, the Giving Greens, and the Cacao Boost. I have that every day. What else do I take? I do take the vitamins and minerals. I don't think that there's not one product I don't have at the house that I have either sampled or I use on a routine basis, including the Restorix, by the way. So I love the Elite. It's really helpful for my cognitive thinking, my squirrel brain. And now I have released 46 pounds. I'm so excited in the last 9 months. I have 5 more pounds to go. And my husband was going to have double knee surgery in December of last year. And within 2 months, he knew, well, actually 2 weeks, he knew that the inflammation was so gone down that he was walking up and down the stairs and doing the carpentry work that he was used to doing. And so he's living a better quality of life, and he's released 35 pounds as well. So we're very excited about this. And just to let you know, Partner Co. and the team that I'm building, we built our kitchen with the income that came in over the summer, and we were so thrilled about that.
Nice. Wow. Wow. And what about Punta Cana? I guess you're going to Punta Cana?
Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. How can I leave that out? We won. We earned a trip for 2, all expense paid, including airfare. So we're just so excited. It's the first trip that we've ever won.
Congratulations, Barb. Thank you so much. I just love hearing your story, and I celebrate your success. And every time I see you, I just recently saw you in Salt Lake City, and I couldn't believe it. You look like Barbara's younger sister. You're aging backwards. God is on the move. Thank you, my dear friend. I really appreciate
You're very welcome.
your call. Wow, stories change so easily, and it all starts with a phone call. Somebody phoned me, somebody phoned Barb, somebody phoned Rachel, and before you know it, our lives change. It's amazing. How do you get the drops? Well, you could be a customer and buy retail. I'm a Winnipeg girl. Nobody in Winnipeg pays retail. So let's talk about how we can get you some deals so you can get best value. It is a one-time lifetime membership in the United States, $29.95, and in Canada, $37.95, because we like to pay more for money in Canada. And it won't be long before someone says, oh my God, you look so good. Rachel said the story. So why not have yourself positioned so that you can have that website and the links in the back office. We teach you everything. It's a very simple training, but you get absolutely everything you need in order that you can share these products with others. And of course, depending on your individual business skills, ability, personal application, passion, and dedication will depend on your own paycheck. So let's talk about how you can turn drops into profits. We have an amazing lineup of products. And what you're going to find is people want the drops. And once they get the drops, they're going to want to get the Restorix. They're going to want the Elites. They're going to want their breakfast shake, the Pure Nourish. And that's what happens. On an average, my business partners order 7.2 products a month. So people start with the drops and then they go forward. But let's talk about Barbara sold all those boxes. How did she do it? Well, she bought it at the best value possible by buying a 10-pack, 20-pack. She bought a 30-pack. The 30-pack gives you the lowest cost per unit. And automatically, you're going to pay a minimum of 30%. In Barb's case, she made more than 30%. So I highly recommend the 30-pack if that's available to you. And you're going to do that in retail profits. We post, people respond, they want a box, we get it to them. That's easy. So we have some different options. Let's start with the 4-pack. The 4-pack is $371 in the United States. Keep one for yourself. Share it with others. We'll teach you our Facebook posting system. You're going to profit $222 while at the same time giving your customers a sale price and keeping your own product for personal use. In Canada, the 4-pack is $465. You're looking at profits of $240, again, giving your customers a special deal. And as Barbara mentioned, she went immediately to Top Pay, which is the ultimate program. And we're going to help you promote 30 boxes over 30 days. And at that, you're looking at making profits from $2,500 to $2,700. Who couldn't use an extra $2,700 in their mailbox, right? So again, with our social media campaign, you have an international market waiting for you. You never know who's waiting and watching from Australia, from Italy, from Ireland. This here is a screenshot of the Boards app. We install it on our phones, and basically it's a filing system in the cloud. We have all the testimonies here because there's so many of us that say, here's me fat, here's me not fat. Look at me, I'm so happy. We have thousands and thousands of those pictures, and we simply post them, share their stories with others. And when people respond, all you do is click on text script for drops, and every single question somebody can ask is included in there. So the closing question to you today, can you copy and paste? Because if you can do this system is just plug and play. Here's an example of a post I did of Rick and Crystal. Together, they lost 210 pounds. This post got so many comments. People want what we have. First thing you want to do is activate your position so you're eligible to receive commissions with 200-point order. Again, going over a 4-pack in either Canada or the US is a 200-point product. I'm going to recommend that if you're on a budget, at least include the Renew. The Renew and the drops together is a great marriage that's going to help you sleep and also lose weight that much quicker. In the United States, you have some options because the more you buy, the higher the discounts. You can buy a 20-pack in the US for $17.60. That's $88 per unit cost. So, of course, you're going to keep one of those boxes for yourself and you're going to share it with others. You're looking at profits of around $1,600. The Top Pay program that Barb talked about, she bought the 30-pack. Your unit cost is reduced to $77 per box. A box is 1 month, okay? And you're looking at profits of $2,710. This is a business. Where can you do a brick and mortar business for only $2,300 and make profit in your first 2 weeks of $2,700? It's unheard of. And yet people are doing it every single day in this company. Here's an example of a Canadian pack that you can get to be at the Top Pay level. It's approximately $3,533 before shipping and handling. There's several products here that you can use for yourself. And as well as there's several products that you can in turn share with others and look at a profit of over $3,100. So there's several combinations as a Canadian that we can help you choose so you can get into at the Top Pay pack as well. And there's certain tax advantages as well by coming in at the Top Pay. You can ask your accountant about that. We are voted the best, the most generous compensation plan in the industry. We heard about Barb making like, what was it, $9,000 in just a matter of a few days. Where in the world can you do that? You can do it with our compensation plan. We get paid 9 different ways. We're going to talk about, again, retail profits, 30% from your wholesale purchase to your retail pricing. The new volume bonus is simple as this. Barb, when she said yes to her friend Hilda that called her, she didn't say yes to give me 1 box, please. She said, I want to do this. I want to share this with others. I want to buy 30 boxes. In this case, I'm going to use Mary as an example, that Mary bought 20 boxes of drops at 1,000 points. If you're at the activated level that you came in at a 4-pack, for instance, you would receive 15% new volume bonus on the 1,000 points that Mary just purchased. That's $150. If you're at the ultimate, you would make double, $300, 30% commission on the new volume bonus of all your new Brown partners in the first 4 weeks. After that, it goes to 15% for a lifetime. One of my business mentors said to me, if the company wants to pay you extra money, never ever leave money on the table. Shame on you. So ever since then, I've been chasing top pay. Now we have so many great products. We heard from Rachel and Barbara about all the different products that they love, love, love. So experiment with the different products and purchase 100 points, roughly about $150 in the US, about $185 in Canada. Purchase that every week to stay qualified for commissions. Another way we get paid is base pay, and base pay is a formula of commissions based on the activity of your team on a weekly basis. When that base pay check comes to $250 in that specific week, they're going to put aside 15% in a savings bonus plan for you. And that 15% is kind of like our car program, but in other companies, you get stuck with the car if you haven't made goal status that particular week, kind of thing. Not with us. As soon as you get your $10,000 bonus pay, it's going to be deposited into your bank account. And for our Canadian cousins on the call tonight, it is $10,000 US. At our recent Orlando PXP convention, there were several people honored on stage. Chris and Joni Budd triggered their savings bonus in only 8 months. Just recently, Reese and Ashley Antley triggered their $10,000 bonus. Their house burnt down and they're in the process of rebuilding, so it came in good time. And my dear friends, Jerry and Allison Windham, have triggered their 10,000 just recently. And guess what? They're going to come down to Manzanito to see me with their $10,000. There's lifestyle credits that we earn. And with these lifestyle credits, they're like air miles points. You can cash them in for swag, product, or great trips. The trip in April was Tahiti. There's a beautiful all expenses paid trip in Bahamas. As you know, the Punta Cana trip is coming up. I'm going to be with Barbara on that trip. I'm going to be with Jerry and Allison. Maybe Rachel, I don't know. There's going to be several hundred of us that we're going to be wined and dined in this beautiful 5-star resort in Punta Cana. And then in June is a trip to Bali. So the company is constantly awarding us for doing what we do anyway. And that is simply sharing these products with others. These are the best products that I've ever met in my life. I feel them. I feel younger. I feel like I'm glowing. I feel lighter. I've lost a bunch of weight. And here there was over 800 people in Orlando that were celebrated on the stage. Out of 2,000 people, over a third of the audience was on stage. And when you're on stage, it means you're making weekly checks. Without further ado, I want to bring forward my special guest. She's a senior officer with the company. Senior officer does mean weekly checks with commas. Before I bring this beautiful lady on board, I just want to share a little about her with you. This lady here, not too long ago, was a little on the chubby side. And now, that was then, but this is now. Now she's a kid. She's playing with her grandchildren. Life is totally, totally different for her. She's completely agile. She's lost over 45 pounds. And this is what I want to say about that. When you're doing something like this with those little children, you're creating memories for these kids. These are lifetime memories on how Grandma Allison was just the coolest one to play in the sandbox with the kids, with the digger and excavators and whatever else, and going down the slides. These are memories. This is agility. This is mobility. This is getting your life back again. So, folks, these products is a lot more than just 45 pounds. This is all about having a life back. Allison, I'm so excited that you're on board with us tonight.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
What an amazing series of pictures. Thank you for sending on those pictures for me.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I had to get Jerry on that.
Yeah, tell me your story. How did you get introduced to the drops?
Well, my story is, I think most of you have already heard it, but it is not a great story. It's just my story. Um, about 4 years ago, I was, you could see me, I weighed about 190 pounds. I'm 5'2". So I have Hashimoto's, had acid reflux, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, all the things. And I just felt bad. I felt bad all the time. I would go home, go to work and come home, fall asleep on the couch. Jerry would cook supper. I would wake up and eat supper, and then I would go back to sleep and wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning. And I would stay up until about 5 and then drift back to sleep. And then, I was just absolutely tired all the time. I'd pretty much just given up. I resigned to the fact that this is the way my life is going to be. I'm going to be heavy. I'm not going to have any energy. I'm not going to be able to play with my grandchildren. And that's just, I just kind of given up. And then I called a friend of mine. We were talking and I said, I'm just going to have the weight loss surgery because there's nothing else I can do. I've tried every diet there is, and nothing has ever worked for me. And she said, no, you're not. You're going to do this one thing. You're going to try these drops. I'm going to send Todd to Ripley, and he is going to talk to you about these drops. And I said, well, okay, but I'm not selling anything. I said, I'm working all the time. I don't need another job. And she says, don't worry. Just try, just listen to what he has to say. And he came and we listened. Jerry and I both listened, and I was a little skeptical. I'm like, it's not going to work. But anyway, I guess about a month in, I noticed first thing that my hot flashes were gone. And I had terrible hot flashes and night sweats to where I was miserable. And but I wasn't really following the food plan right. I was kind of halfway, doing it. But still, I did notice that change. And so one day we were sitting at a conference and I hadn't lost any more weight, just about those 10, 20 pounds, I think. And I said, Todd, I'm not losing any weight. And he looked at me. Of course, I had my Coke in my hand. I had to have a Coke, full Coke, no Diet Coke, just a full Coke. And he said, well, Allison, as long as you drink those Cokes, you're never going to lose any weight. That was the last Coke I drank. And that was 3 years ago. So now my life has changed. I feel 100% better. I'm able to work. Jerry and I work all the time. We have fun. We get to go to conferences. I play with my grandchildren. And it's just good. I got my life back.
Wow, what a great story. And so you've not only you've lost a lot of weight, tell us about the other sides of your health. You told us the then story. So the now story, are you much healthier with your Hashimoto's and different things that were going on?
Yes. I'm still taking my thyroid medication just because I haven't been back to the doctor lately and I need to get my numbers checked out again. But I have energy. The Hashimoto's made me tired all the time. Like if I would fall asleep anywhere going down the road. Jerry, well, we bought a Tesla just because he was afraid I would fall asleep just driving because I would always fall asleep. And so now I don't fall asleep anymore.
Oh, fantastic.
And
Wow.
I had terrible acid reflux where to the point that I had to have a heart cath. I thought I was having a heart attack. I didn't know that acid reflux could be that painful. And anyway, come to find out, it went away. I thought I was having acid reflux for the rest of my life, but I don't have it anymore. I don't have the brain fog, the night sweats. It's just, and I'm not on a sleep machine. So I sleep all night long.
It's nothing short of a miracle, isn't it?
It's been truly a miracle. It really has. We've been very blessed.
Now, you and Jerry, you own a flea market business, correct?
We do. We
So,
have two flea markets, one in Ripley. We've had that one, it's been in his family since the 70s.
mhm.
And so we took it over, I guess, about 10 years ago. And we run that with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. And then we also have another flea market that we run in Jackson, Tennessee.
Wow.
So that keeps us busy. And we also have a firework business, and we manufacture portable buildings. So we do a little of everything. And
Okay.
Jerry used to have a telephone business called DixieNet. It was internet business, and we had run that. He had run that for about 30 years, and things happened, and that building of that business went away. And this happened just about the same time as we started the drops. And so that when we went to conference, just right after Todd had come to visit us, we knew that this income was going away, and we listened to, we went to the mastermind classes at the conference. And right then we said, this is more than just drops. This is a game changer. And so we didn't have the money. Jerry had lost his income, so we were down to my salary, which was not that great. And we put it on our credit card, and we bought ourselves the Ultimate. And since then, it's just been amazing. The whole thing has been amazing. We've met so many wonderful people. We've traveled more than we've ever traveled. We actually have two new cars now, which we were driving my mother's old car, which was hardly ever going to make it. It
Yeah.
was a little scary, but so it's been good.
And you've just triggered your $10,000 savings bonus check. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Looking
That was
forward to seeing you in Manzanillo.
can't wait. We got to book that trip soon.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And are you going to Punta Cana?
Well, we were, but it's the same weekend as our flea market, so we're not going to be able to go, and I'm so sad. I'm like, when can
Oh,
we sell our flea market so we can do this full time?
yeah, exactly. Well, your senior officers, congratulations. Again, that means a weekly check with a comma. So for a lady that said she didn't want another job, but what happened along the way to go from just using the drops to get healthier and losing weight to becoming senior officers? How did that happen?
I don't know. Jerry's over here. Come help me. How'd that happen?
Come on over,
He's
Jerry.
doing so
Hi,
good.
Jerry. So nice to
I was
see you.
just watching, but well, you see that right there? She smiles, and when she smiles, the world smiles with her. So, if she can just get them to the table, I can seal the deal. And that's kind of what happened. We started out just. I told somebody today, I don't have time. I said, well, I didn't have time either. First week or two, whatever. I might spend 10 minutes, just somebody walking in and asking about, because she's losing weight and she's starting to feel better, and me too. And so 10 minutes, that's all it took. And then 10 got into, maybe an hour, maybe 5 or 6 times in a day or whatever. So it just kind of grew and grew. And now it's a third of our income, and we spend about a third of our time doing it. So,
And I want to say something. I've got a friend on here. She may kill me for calling her out, but Victoria France, she is in San Jose, California, and she is one of my brand partners. And talking about how to sign people up, Jerry and I started before the system of growth, and so I was posting a little bit, but we didn't have all the techies, all the scripts and everything. But anyway, Victoria had been seeing my post, and we haven't seen each other in 25 years. And she reached out to me, and now she is in the business, and she has lost 12. She didn't have any weight to lose, but she did lose a good bit of weight, and she is loving the drops as well.
Allison, I lost 15 pounds, And it's been probably 40 something years, maybe 50 since I saw you. No, probably, I don't know. Oh, you were in high school and the last time I saw you, and it's been a long time. But you know, she turned me
Congratulations,
on to
Victoria.
the
That's
she turned me on
awesome.
to the company and the drops, and well, they work for me, and I'm down to probably one of my lowest, my lowest weight that I haven't hit in a long, long time, and I'm 61 years old, and I still think I'm 25.
We all do. I still shop like I'm 25 in those cute little short dresses. Thank you, Victoria. Allison and Jerry, thank you so much for being on the call. We've got 5 minutes to wrap things up. We're going to go back to our slides. And again, thank you so much, Allison, for sharing
Thank
your
you for
story.
having me.
And congratulations to both of you on building a very successful business and both of you being super healthy. I just love you to bits.
We love you too.
Wow, just love these testimonials. It's the best part of the call. So how will you know if you're in balance? Well, as our special guests and our testimonials have shared with us tonight, you will have more energy and certainly wake up rested. And a good night's rest means a far better tomorrow, better decisions, better everything. You'll have an improved mood. You'll feel joyous, increase in libido. So watch out, husband, watch out, wife. Reduction in inflammation, weight inches, and your jeans will feel better. Your clothes will start to feel better. All your skinny clothes can come back out of the cupboard. Better elimination, digestion, less brain fog. You'll be thinking more clearly, boosting your immunity system. I have not been sick whatsoever. And this is a winter where all the FOPs are coming in fresh off the plane, right? You don't get that sick. Overall sense of well-being is so happy about all these products. So in full circle, you've probably been thinking about your sister, your cousin, your neighbor, your coworker, your boss. Every one of us, even the young kids, as I understand, have that belly fat. Every one of us have trouble sleeping and so on and so forth. Someone here is going to tick off at least 3 to 5 of these. We have products that we can share with others. So in summary, are you a 1, 2, 3, or 4? A 1 is, nah, you don't want to buy retail. You want to have a better deal. You'd want to become a brand partner. I mean, it's $30 or $37.95 in the north. So you can save money, right? And you could get it wholesale. But some of you are going to say, I want to be just like them. I want to get that $10,000 bonus. I want to go to Punta Cana for free. Well, you can get on this health and wellness train and ride, or you can ride it big all the way to the top, whichever you want to put in. Like Jerry says, this brings in a third of their income out of 2 other very successful businesses they have. So he puts in a third of the time, but he did start off with 10 minutes because that's all he could do. But if you're 100% present for those 10 minutes, guess what? It's still going to take off because you never know when a Jerry or an Allison or a Rachel or a Barbara is going to come onto your team and want to take this and run it bigger and higher than you. So that's how it works. So live the dream, have that time freedom, a body that you love, and the financial stability. And I've never seen such a great community of friends and family it's a hug fest when we all get together, those luxury experiences of 5-star vacations. Enrolling is easy, folks. It takes as little easy as 1, 2, 3. We can help you choose a pack and get started. Now is the time to get started. It is February 17th. My best friend Diane and my niece Karen are both having their birthdays today, and I talked to them both. I talked to them last year too. And if you remember, last year I was FFB, fat, frumpy, and broke. In 1 year, just 1 year, from birthday to birthday, my life has completely changed around, as yours can too. Very, very quickly, very easily. We have the most richest compensation plan with the best products, with a dynamic administration. I mean, everything is here for you. I want to say thank you to our special guest, Allison, with her sidekick, Jerry. Love you guys. Barbara MacKubin, thank you so very much. Rachel Kemp, thank you so very much. Penny, as always, to manage the room. I appreciate you. Thank you to all our guests that came tonight. We're going to have coffee clutch. If anyone wants to hang around, we can answer your questions. And thank you to all the brand partners that supported the call tonight.